Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS. Let's get to the news. When it comes to the Browns, there's always a lot of talk about the stars on the field. Deshaun Watson is certainly one of them, but lately he's been more of a shadow lurking over everything. You know how Browns fans are, right? We're used to the ups and downs, but the story of Watson over the past few seasons has been anything but straightforward. We all know the headlines: big contract, high hopes, and then injuries that set him back. But despite injury setbacks and the recent struggles, the Browns still have Watson under contract through 2026, and there's a lot riding on whether he can return to form. Let's be real, Watson's journey over the last 4 seasons has been turbulent. He's played just 19 games for Cleveland, and let me tell you, the record isn't pretty. Out of those games, he's only managed to win 7 as a starter, and his performance has been far from what we expected when the Browns made that blockbuster trade to bring him here. His quarterback rating in 2024 has plummeted to a career-worst 79-0. That's not what Browns fans are used to seeing from their signal caller. And the injury? Oh, the injury. An Achilles tear sustained in Week 7, which sidelined him for the rest of the season. Then, just to make things worse, he re-injured that same Achilles in January, requiring a second surgery. It's been a rough road, no doubt. But here's the thing, Browns fans don't give up hope just yet. You see, despite all the setbacks, Watson's contract still keeps him in Cleveland's plans, at least for now. The Browns are committed to him financially with that fully guaranteed $230 million deal. They're not in a hurry to get rid of him. Instead, they're hoping that he can come back and help lead this team to playoff success. And honestly, the fact that the team is still holding out hope tells you a lot. They believe in what Watson can do, even after all the recent struggles. That said, the question is, when? When will Watson be ready to take the field again? Well, there's been some talk about whether the Browns might try to get him back on the practice field during their bye week, which just passed, but head coach Kevin Stefanski quickly shot that down. Stefanski's stance was pretty clear. Watson isn't quite ready yet. But the process is ongoing, according to Cleveland.com Browns beat writer Mary Kay Cabot. Watson is in the middle of the protocol that could return him to practice. Under NFL rules, if a player starts the season on the physically unable to perform list, they can have their practice window opened, giving them a 3-week period to be activated. Basically, if Watson passes his medical rechecks and clears all the tests, he could be back on the field sooner rather than later. But it's not just about the timeline. It's about passing those medical exams, which seem to be the sticking point right now. Cabot emphasizes that Watson hasn't yet passed all his tests, and until he does, the Browns aren't even considering opening that practice window. Now, here's where things get interesting. The NFL rules give Cleveland some flexibility. They can open that window at any time, and once they do, Watson has 21 days to be activated. If he's not ready by then, he goes back on the reserve PUP list for the rest of the season. So it's very much a wait-and-see situation. And let's be honest, Browns fans, waiting on Watson's health status is a nerve-wracking experience. We've seen players come back from injuries like this before, but Achilles tears are no joke. They're tough to recover from, especially for a quarterback who relies so much on explosiveness and mobility. The big question that's been swirling around is whether the Browns should even consider giving Watson that shot. On one hand, they're trying to develop rookie Dillon Gabriel and might give Shedeur Sanders a shot later in the year if he continues to impress. But on the other hand, with Watson's massive cap hit, about $131 million over the next 2 seasons, it's hard to ignore the financial commitment and the potential upside. If Watson can return to form, he could be a game changer. If not, the Browns might be stuck paying a big price for a quarterback who isn't on the field. What makes this situation even more complex is Watson's own mindset. According to sources, he's determined to get back on the field and believes he can still be successful in Cleveland. Despite all the questions and the uncertainty, Watson feels confident that he can help turn things around. That's the kind of resilience Browns fans want to see. But at the same time, the team has to weigh whether it's worth rushing him back or giving Gabriel and Sanders the chance to develop without the pressure of a returning veteran. It's a tough call, especially when the season is already underway and every game counts in the playoff hunt. As we look ahead, the Browns are in a tricky spot. They want to see what Gabriel can do. He's been given the opportunity to prove he's the quarterback of the future. And Shedeur Sanders, the young rookie with a lot of potential, might get his chance later this season too. But the question remains, should they wait for Watson to get healthy, or should they move on with the guys they have now? That decision could define the rest of the season. Cleveland fans, we all know how unpredictable this team can be. We've seen moments of brilliance from Gabriel, and Sanders has shown flashes of greatness, but the ultimate goal is consistent winning. And that's where Watson's return could make all the difference, if he's truly healthy and ready to go. Looking at the bigger picture, Watson's story isn't just about his health or his play. It's about the Browns' quest to find stability at quarterback, a position that's haunted Cleveland for decades. The team has invested heavily in Watson, and the fans are eager to see him lead the team again, to see that spark that made him a star in Houston and a trade deadline blockbuster in Cleveland. But patience is key. For now, the team is playing the waiting game, monitoring his progress, and preparing for the possibility that he might return sooner rather than later. If he does, it could be a huge boost for Cleveland's playoff ambitions. Ultimately, Browns fans, it's about hope and resilience. We've been through so much, but the potential return of Watson offers a glimmer of optimism. Whether he's on the practice field next week or still rehabbing in the coming months, this saga will continue to unfold. And one thing is for sure, the Browns are in a critical moment. The decisions made now could shape the franchise's future, and we're all here to witness it. So stay tuned, stay passionate, and keep the faith. Cleveland Browns football is a roller coaster, but that's what makes it so exciting. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Cleveland Browns news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Browns. Do you think Watson's return is imminent? Are you confident in Gabriel or Sanders? Or do you believe the team should hold off and see what they have in these young quarterbacks? Whatever your thoughts, let us know. We love engaging with the passionate Browns fans who never give up on their team, no matter how tough the road gets. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Cleveland Browns news. Keep that passion alive, Browns fans.